folks, how are you? Welcome to day 116 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. Well done you for popping on by for another session. It's been a lovely weekend in Melbourne this weekend. We actually had some spring weather. I spent the day in the garden yesterday, so feeling a little bit adulty today. So I hope you're very, very well indeed. Today is our general mobility day, just getting the body moving again. So let's just get into it, shall we? You're looking very good, by the way. Yes, I think I can see the effect of the training. Well done you. 116 days has not been lost. Great. Okay, let's do this before it gets too stormy outside. If you're playing with day 116's playlist at home, 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Standing with feet hip width apart, balancing the weight between the front and the backs and the sides. Head up, bum down, and just breathing in and out. Remember, take the tension out of the body while you're doing this, and explore that full range of movement. So bending over and reaching out. Good, and we're going to squeeze up and down. Good, taking the hands the other way. Might be a representation of how you feel during lockdown. Good, back to the double shoulders, a bit faster now with the knee bend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just want to open everything up today. And elbows. 2, 3. So going for a nice feeling of ease through the movement and through the muscles. Back to single, but a bit faster. And faster. Good, going slower and forwards. Just keep nice and relaxed through the ankles. Good, with knee bend. Concentrate on the shoulders, don't worry about the hands. Good, going backwards, opening out. Nice and easy. Lengthening up through the head so there's no tension through the neck. Good. Alternate hands. And you can get a little bit of a turn through the body as you do this. Good. Now we don't want to turn the body, so you're keeping front on, but reach back as far as you can, as far as is comfortable. Good. Stepping one foot in front, one behind. And to start to use the momentum from pushing through the leg, pushing through the heel of the foot. And now push through the ball of the foot. So we're slightly changing the movement of the front foot. Good. Now pushing through the heel of the back foot. 1, 2, 3. So starting to warm up a bit through the Achilles and the calves. 6, 7. Now push through the ball of the foot. Just going to change the movement slightly. Probably feels less coordinated because it is. Good, and the other arm. So pushing off through the heel of the foot at the front foot. I'm just going to break through the music for a second because it's not quite working. Nice and released. Good, now push through the ball of the front foot. Make sure the knee and the toe are directly aligned. Both foot facing the front. Good, going forwards. Start off by pushing through the heel of the back foot to let go of the arm. Nice and easy. Good, and now push off the ball of the back foot, which might make the movement feel a bit more stunted, but just go with it for the moment. Beautiful, leveling off. And the head's just going to go down, back to neutral. Keep the knees soft. So hopefully there's a bit of a buzz going through the body right now because we've been swinging those arms around. And looking from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Semicircles going down. Keep it nice and light. Unclench those knees. Yes. Okay, we're going to slow it down now, and we're going to go on 2. This is so hard to do with my cord at the back. So I'm following with the nose. Good, back to center and coming up. Legs a little bit wider. And we're going to go up and down. Really let the arms just swing as you get down, and then use the bend of the legs, pushing through the floor to bring you back up again. Really stretch up. Let it go. Stretching up. Let it down. Good. And we're going to start to take it high and then to your hip. Up to the hip. And you can take the other hand behind you if you like. Good. Now from high, and I'm going to take it straight to the side. Up to the side. And you can stretch the other arm out behind you as well. Good. Now if you feel a little warmer, we can go up and a little bit further down, maybe towards the knee or the shin. Up and hopefully creeping down a bit more towards the ankle, but keep it easy. And if you can, hopefully we're starting to reach towards the floor. Don't push it though. Good. Other arm. So just starting up to the hip. Up to the hip. You can do the weight shift with the legs. Up to the hip. Now we're going to reach across. So up to the side. Just if you stretch the other arm out behind you as well, then you get a nice stretch across the back. Good. And then starting to go a little bit lower. Just take it in your own pace. Don't rush it. And if you feel like you can get towards the floor, do. But again, seriously, you get no brownie points for reaching the floor. So just do what your body wants to do. Good. All right. Reaching up. Turn to the side. Up. So each time I'm taking the weight off the leg, then I'm turning on the heel. You need the weight off the leg before you pivot on the heel, otherwise you could do your knee and that's bad. Good, stay there now and just reach your fingertips forward. Good, bend the knee, roll down, rolling up. And down, hold it. Bend the knee, rolling up. Bend the knee first, rolling up. Good, other leg, reaching out. Bend the knee first, then rolling up to the spine. Reaching forwards with the fingertips behind with the butt. Bend the knee, rolling up. Bend, rolling up. One more time. Bend and just stay in the center, hanging over. And just lightly popping out one hip than the other. Good, bend the knees, rolling up to the spine. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hands up. Good, we go up and down. Push up. So the only reason why the hand turns is because I'm turning the hips and the shoulders. The arm's not going across the body, the hand stays in front of my nose. The push up through the floor is what brings the arms up. So feel like you're trying to push the ground away from you. Let the arms be floppy. And then you just control them right at the end of the movement so it stops exactly where you want it to. And you can get a bit more energy through driving through those legs, bending them. Good, one more set. Drive it away. So don't think up, think push the floor away. Good, and figure of 8. With a weight shift, so I'm going one leg straight and the other leg straight, but don't rise and fall in between. And going the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more set for good measure. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good. In the center, we're going to go bend. Britney Spears on the legs. 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Staying down on the 8th and shoulders in. 1, 2. Oh yeah, really stretch out, let that out. One more set. Beautiful, bending over and bend and straight and bend and straight and straight and bend. Good, and swinging side to side, nice and easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and take that into a figure of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Back in the center. Bend the knees. Rolling all the way up. Stacking each vertebra on top of the other. Good. Roll through the shoulders and wrists and ankles. Change direction of both. Good. Changing both. And the other way. Which way did I do the first time? I've forgotten. Good. Alright. Everyone's favourite one. So that's the energetic bit. Then just switch off awareness with the arm. Let it swing. Then just bend the elbow and take control in the last moment. Now, as you go, feel like it's lengthening out longer and longer from the spine itself. Like a piece of pizza dough getting longer and longer. Other arm. Breathe. Check your breath, stroke your ears. Sorry, there's an imagery with that. You're a bunny. You've got big, long Easter bunny ears. So check your breath. Stroke your ears. Check your breath. All right, let's go to bend your knees. Now, I would like for this to let this momentum take you around so you start to turn a little bit. We're twisting on a rotational axis ever so slightly, but let the arms create that movement. Good, now keep it still. And rotate. Good, reaching up, pulling down between the shoulder blades. Push up, pull down, push up. Good. Push. Ooh, something really heavy. 2. Really push through the palm of the hands, fingers stretching up. Good. Bend and up. 2. You can bend the arms at the top if you want. And again. 1. So as you bring the hands up, make sure the elbows are pointing towards the ceiling so you do get a stretch along the triceps. Good, and we're going to stay down. And with bend knees, just wiggling from side to side. with the knees bent, just go a little lower to the ground and then up to half bend again. So you're starting with the knees sort of perpendicular with the floor, not quite, but bent, and then lowering down, but controlling it with the hands. Make sure the knees are going out over the toes so you don't feel any tension on the inside of the knees. Good, and then just settle down into the stretch that you feel comfortable with. And you can use your elbows just to push those knees out a little further if you want. If you want, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you want to. Good, from here we're going to turn around into our favourite down dog and just do a bit of walking, lifting the butt towards the ceiling. If you like, you can cross the knees across the body. Good, settling down. Alright, so we're going to do our push-ups. So down and up. Make sure the elbows point towards the knees. Don't worry about the heels touching the ground for the moment. If you like, if you've got room in your head for it, each time you go back, see if the heels get a little bit closer to the ground. But it's not really the aim. Really, you're still thinking about lifting the butt towards the ceiling and sending the thighs to the wall behind you. You're going to do a couple more. Don't have to go down too deep here at all. Just enough to engage the arms. Good, and we're going to go into a low crouch. What is this? This is a hovering all fours. Pull the fingertips in towards the knees. Good, and we're going to do 2 steps back. 1, 2, 2 forwards. It's hard starting going backwards first, isn't it? Try and keep the back flat and the knees just above the ground. That's not fun that someone taking my bins out. Good. In a high plank, please. Twisting. Stay here. Yay. All right, knees down for a sec. Roll through the shoulders. Good, back up. So we're going to do this nice and slow. We're going to go, leg goes out, out, in, and then the same leg goes forward and back. And now the left leg, or the other leg. So try and keep the body still while you're doing this. Alternate which leg starts each time. And particularly with the going wide ones, try not to put too much wobble through the body. Out on those ones. One more on that side, last side. Good, knees down, back into a child's pose. Good, come back up, and cat-cows, arch, and the other way. Level off and go through the traps. And up. 2. So you're dropping, you're squeezing the shoulder blades together and then pushing up through. If you can, go up into either higher plank or you can go into your knees as well. 2, 3, and 4. Good, just stretch again. And just come up, rolling through the shoulders. Just a couple more things for the arms. So we're going to go into a low push-up hold with the elbows tucked in. You can either do it on your knees, like this way here, or we can do it on a high plank push-up. But we're going to hold it for 2 counts of 8. Yes, we are. 5, 6, 7, and down. Now, if you want to, you can just wiggle a little bit. 1 more count of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go down. We're going to go arms out and push up and down. Out You're like, what the hell are you doing today? It's not arms day. Oh well. Good, staying down. Okay, into the quarantine despair position, tuck your head forward, squeeze the traps together, and rise and down. Squeeze and down. Now, if this is working for you, then you can bring the hands up. I'm going to just go squeeze, out, in, and down. Always leading through, squeezing the traps together, not by arching through the small of the back. Good. From here, put the hands down. We're going to go up, alternate legs. 2. If you're feeling any pressure on the small of the back, just think about squeezing. So don't lift, just squeeze. Good. If you're feeling comfy with that, we're going to go 2 legs up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And finally, if you can, squeeze the shoulder blades, come up and twist. If this is not working for you, just put the hands behind the head and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Don't come off the floor. Good. And back down. Hands underneath the shoulders, pushing back into a child's pose. Just rest it out. And quick the fingers over to the left hand side. Keep stretching. And across the other side. Good, and onto your backs. Good, and we're going to lengthen into a bridge. So lengthen, 2, and down, 2, out, and down. So remember, don't think about lifting the pelvis, think about lengthening it away. Now, this is good for you. Stick one leg up. Hands can be by your side if you need them to be. Good. Changing legs if your legs are up. Otherwise, keep going with the ones on your on. Good, onto your sides. And we're going to go with our side and then bend. So keep the hips perpendicular to the floor on that sideways one. On the one where you bend the leg, they will rotate ever so slightly, they have to, because your knee doesn't bend sideways. But you should notice the slight hip rotation. So here it's exactly sideways and it slightly rotates. Exactly sideways, slightly rotates. Good, now we're going to change to straight up and then forward in a crunch. If you want, you can add the crunch, otherwise just do the legs. Couple more. Good, and lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just put this leg in front and bend the leg. I'm just going to swing forwards and back. 2, 3, 4. So I've just got this leg here to stabilize. My hips are square to the ground. Pulling this top hip down. Good, changing sides. Now I've got to remember everything we've done that side and do it on the other side. Okay, starting with sideways legs. Side, and now bend. Now make sure this is exactly side on. Now there's a slight rotation in the hip on that one, side on. So hopefully this will let you start to feel the difference of when you start to have a slight outward rotation of the hip and when you're actually just abducting directly to the side. Isn't that body awesome? Couple more. All right, now we're going to change this to the crunches and then we're going forwards. Again, if you don't want to put the crunch in, you can just do the legs. Only go as high as you want. Beautiful. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pop this leg on the top to stabilize, bend the knee, and swing forwards about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good stuff. Rolling onto all fours. Just wiggle out your butt with the back nice and flat. One nice sunset. Great. Okay, so legs gonna go up, side, and down. Up. So remember, hit those precise positions. Up, side, and down. Up, side. Good, and changing direction. So we're gonna go side, up, down, side, up, down, side, up, and down. Good, wriggle it out, changing legs, and up, side, and down. Make sure you're engaging through the shoulder blades, you're bringing the belly button into the spine, lengthening through the neck. Good, changing over legs, starting with sideways. Wow, it's like golden outside. Good. Down, tuck the toes under, and into a down dog, walking. Good, flattening off, and then up to touch alternate feet. Well, when I say feet, I clearly mean shins. One more set. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And just walk in, rolling up through the spine. Hey, we got the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Front and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And circle. 1, 2. And change. Good. Cross the body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, and we're going to swing it out now. Good. Wow, what a nice sunset. Good. Reach up. And just reaching from one side to the other. Really stretching through. And just take this on random angles now. So you might go diagonal, you might go straight up. You choose. Find out where you want to stretch. Good, and coming up, rolling down. And just go, look forward and lengthen. And back down, breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Again. Beautiful. A little bit of that dynamic stretching. So just rock forwards until you find a stretch, keeping the foot parallel, the knee parallel back. and up. Rock through in your own time. Use the breath. So breathe in on with one movement, breathe out with the other. It doesn't matter which way you do it, just make sure that you're matching a breath to the movement. Good. Now from here, we're going to tuck the toe under up into an A-frame stretch. Again, use the breath. Couple more. Beautiful. Changing legs, start by finding this forward stretch. Shin perpendicular to the ground. And then rock back. Use the breath. Don't do this one as vigorously as you could with the other one just now, because it needs a bit of time to catch up. Beautiful. Now on this next one, we're going to go up into the A-frame. So down, tuck the toe unders, into the A-frame. Beautiful. Back onto all fours. And same arm as up, as leg goes up. Use the breath. Good. Just tuck that toe underneath and take the straight arm up and through. Beautiful. Changing over legs. And same arm as the leg that's forward, up. Wow, sunset. You guys can see that, right? So pretty. Good. Keep going. And then just pick the toes under, same arm, up and reaching through. Use the breath. Good, alright. So we're just going to sit on our butts. You can just hear my neighbour making dinner. Lengthen the big diamond out the front. Using the elbows, work the knees into the floor, scooching the belly button upwards and forwards just to, don't do this too extremely. I just want to agitate through the, mobilize through the muscles at the back of the thighs and the small of the back. So you're just giving them an excuse to move. You're not trying to strain them. Good, now bringing the heels into the pelvis and really light butterfly flutters. Wow! Can you hear them making dinner next door? They're very noisy. It's part of real life, you know. It's the sunset, dinner, you know. This is life. Good, and then just taking yourself in a light circle around. Wow. Good, and then into all fours. Wow, into crossed legs, or if you like in a normal child's pose, just reaching forwards
Dig the fingertips into the floor, lightly pull back against them with the head nice and relaxed. And a deep breath in, use that outward breath in the hands to bring you up. If you've had your legs crossed, change them over. Otherwise, just go back into a second child's pose, going all the way down. Dig the fingertips in where you can, just gently pull back against them, relax the head so the forehead wants to relax towards the floor. Let the shoulder blades slide out sideways. Deep breath in, breathing out, coming over, and just to finish, stretching over to touch the wall, keep both butt cheeks on the ground. I just want to keep going because the sunset's nice. Deep breath in, breathe out. Wonder what they're making next door. Great. Alright, good. And just coming into a crouch. On the balls of your feet, just hang your head over nice and heavy. Lift the butt towards the ceiling, straighten the legs until you find a stretch, and then just relax there. Thinking about lifting the butt bones towards the ceiling. Good, soften the knees and either by breathing in or breathing out, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Beautiful, how are we looking? Oh, stunning, lovely. I've half mind just to let it run, just so you can watch the rest of the sunset. Beautiful. Wow, God, they're just very active next door. Hey, thanks for joining me. Tomorrow is going to be arm day. Yes, I know I've been doing stuff on arms today, but I just wanted to wake them up a little bit for tomorrow, because you know what? If it doesn't hurt, you're not alive. That's not true. Please don't take that as truth. That's not truth. But you know what I mean. No pain, no gain. Whatever. Shut up, Lyndall. That's fine. Hey, let's have a good week. And I know some of you in different stages of lockdown right now, so I'm sending you all of my warm, fuzzy thoughts. Yes, come on, Melbourne, we're getting through this. We are getting through this. This week, for those of you who want to know where we are in the world right now, we tipped below 100 new cases per day for the first time in a couple of, almost a month or so, over a month. Recently, just the other day, yesterday, so let's keep that going, yes! Alright, anyway, I'm rambling. Please be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Lots of love. Bye. Sunset.